What's good, yo? What's good? Your boy Mike Sears, Speak to Clout podcast. And I'm very happy to announce that I'm bringing back something that was in its infancy years ago. One episode I done, I deleted that episode. I want to start from scratch. It's a series called Mixtape Mondays. Now, on Speak to Clout podcast, we focus on, album based, you know what I'm saying? Albums. We talk about music besides songs, top 10 songs and shit like that. We focus on albums, but I'm from an era where I was outside for the mixtapes, man. Mixtapes is my era, bro. Straight the fuck up. That's what it is. That 2001 to 2008-ish time period means the absolute world to me. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I would say 2003-ish, 04, 05. I love mixtapes just as much as albums, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like really popping, you know? And I was there. Like, before I get into today's episode one, let me explain to you what I'll be doing anyway, okay? So with Mixtape Mondays, I'm not reviewing every track like we're doing regular Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Speaky Clout podcast episodes. No, that's not it. I'll be breaking down the mixtape, giving my favorite songs, the era, what I was doing at the time, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what will be going on. But I'll talk about how when mixtapes entered my life. Back when it was still on cassettes, y'all. Okay? And I'll give you the era where it started to be like artists dropping their own mixtapes. Like they was just their own projects, you know what I'm saying? Rapping on beats, making it their own songs, even official material. But first mixtape I ever heard of was Doo-Wop. DJ Doo-Wop, Live 95. Like that shit was crazy. Then blend tapes like the Notorious B.I.G., the best of the Notorious B.I.G. He was still living at the time. That came out 94, 95, somewhere around there. Crazy. And then now I got these like for my boy. You know, I didn't even know how to even get mixtapes like that back then. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Corey. But the fucking mixtapes that I really remember, like the earliest besides DJ Doo-Wop, Live 95, and the best of Biggie, was in 97 around the time Biggie and Tupac had died. There was a tape called The Best of the Notorious B.I.G. Again, not that classic black and white joint. Everyone knows, you know what I'm saying? It was another one. With DJ Fantasy. I cannot find this tape anywhere on the internet at all. You know, it just don't exist on the internet. I don't know. It was The Best of Biggie, DJ Fantasy, and I had him with that gray suit and like the burgundy tie. I believe the Sauce magazine, he had that on one of the photo shoots, and that had everything on there from Gimme the Loot to fucking Notorious Thugs to the Mary J, that Real Love remix. Everything was on that. And then the second one I got was a Tupac and Biggie tape. Like Pac was side A, Biggie was side B. It was called Moment of Silence. I'll never forget that. Biggie had like the Alfred Hitchcock photo when he got the cigar with the crow on it, and Pac had just like it looked like the if y'all know the part of the liquor video when Pac got the suit on, it was that picture. But those tapes are long gone. I can't find them on the internet at all to find any pictures. I tried to look, can't find shit. These are tapes probably made by some random local DJ. You know what I'm saying? But those are the ones I remember owning. You know what I'm saying? But even then, mixtapes weren't really in my life like that. You know, I'm a little later to the party. Like, even though this was 9/7, a little late to the party. Then the Machiavelli tapes. You know, the Machiavelli bootlegs, I definitely remember. Shout out to my nigga Corey again. He had them shits. the Machiavelli tapes. You know, if y'all know, but the Machiavelli bootlegs, y'all know about it. But when it really started to hit me was 2001. There's no doubt about it. I remember the first tape I got and everything. I remember all this shit. No, correction. 2002. Wow. 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the future. I seen that in a store that I would go to from 2002 to fucking 08 when I stopped going there. Shout out to Vibe. Vibe is still around. It's like a smoke shop now. Some weird shit. They sell sage. Weirdo shit. I don't know what. I think the fucking my nigga Charlie don't own it no more. Shout out to Charlie Falcon. Half black, half Puerto Rican cat. That's my guy. But I went inside there one day for the first time and I seen 50 Cent is the future. And just fucking boom. You know what I'm saying? Mind blown. Because I knew 50 from I want to make this short. I don't want to make this a whole fucking mixtape documentary. But I just want to break down about mixtapes. I knew 50 from the, Into Deep soundtrack, How to Rob. I loved How to Rob. They play that on my local radio station, Hot 106, all the time. That's all I heard from 50, you know what I'm saying? And then I didn't even know when the nigga got shot and none of that. The second time I heard from 50 was 02. 50 Cent is the future. And I seen these other two niggas on the cover with him, which happened to be Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo. So I got that tape and I fell in love with it. And then the Diplomats Volume 1 comes out and it's over. We'll get into that when I cover those tapes. I will do that, in the future. But let's get to this, man. Okay, now in 2005, Jim Jones started fucking with this kid named Max B on the City of God mixtape. I was already a Jim Jones fan. Now, I'll be honest. Jim Jones is my favorite Diplomat member, straight up. I think first was Joel Santana, like that 03 era when the Diplomats dropped, Dipset Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I would say Els was my favorite until 04. I would say Jimmy became my guy. I don't know what it was, man. Just that Certified Gangster, the fucking Ambitions as a Gangster mixtape comes out. Riding Music a little before that, 03. I think that shit came out. Maybe early 04. Yeah, 04. Riding Music came out, the mixtape. And then I just became a Jimmy Mark. Jimmy was my guy, right? I love the nigga. And 05 was starting to be the fucking rollout for his second album, which is my favorite Jim Jones album. I'm talking about Harlem Diary of a Summer, which is a masterpiece, a 5-mic classic, if you ask me. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Love the album. See, I wasn't one of these niggas that stopped fucking with Jimmy when like El Capo came out, whatever the fuck. Nah, I stopped fucking with Jim early on, And the City of God mixtape came out, and he had Max B all over that shit. And Max B was his perfect fit. Like, I love 04 era, On My Way to Church Jim. But Jim with Max B is just something different. It's some of my favorite music of all time, point blank period, and he killed it. Then the album drops, right? Harlem Diary of a Summer is a fucking masterpiece. Loved it. And then Jim's dropping shit here and there. Then in 06, summer 06, the mixtape of today's episode, which is Jim Jones Presents M.O.B, Members of Byrdgang, released in 2006. The summer of 2006, to be exact. Now, when that came out, I was just fucking mind blown. Okay? And I'll never forget how I found out about this mixtape, okay? Now, I had no internet, dog. I didn't get the internet until 2009, okay? I occasionally would take my ex's laptops and order mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But what really hit a nigga when I found out about this tape, my nigga Ray, hold your head. That nigga was telling me about this mixtape he got. And this what blew my mind. He said that Stack Bundles is rolling with Dipset now. Jimmy's crew called Byrdgang. I didn't even know about this. This is when it freshly came out. I was already a Stack Bundles fan. Desert Storm, DJ Clue era, all the Clue tapes, calling him Mr. Monday Night, all that squad up street, all that shit. I was a Stack Bundles. Me and my uncle, we love Stack Bundles. We watched the Smack DVDs, the Come Up DVDs, and Stacks was reigning supreme on those tapes. 05, that era, my nigga. You feel me? First time I hit Stack Bundles was in 2003. It was on a mixtape by DJ Clue called "Please Don't Throw Rocks at the Throne," and he got on the Bad News beat from G Unit, and he fucking scorched it, right? So I'm already a Stack Bundles fan. He's playing me this shit on the phone. He's playing me shit like "You Dig" and motherfucking "Life's Like a Movie," and I'm hearing the nigga with Max B, and I'm marking the fuck out, right? So I go to my man's Charlie, the nigga I told you about, Vibe. It was a hip hop shop that sold mixtapes, clothes, all kind of shit, perfumes and oils for the bitches. But he didn't have it. Charlie said, "I'll try to get it," because Charlie had to connect in New York to send him the mixtapes, right? In the mail and shit. And that's how he would slang his tapes. But I couldn't wait, nigga. I got on Mixed Unit. I used my girl's laptop at the time, and I found it and I ordered it, man. I ordered it. I would order from Dipset themselves, dipsetmixtapes.com, but I ordered this one from Mixed Unit, bruh. And what's dope as fuck, I'll never forget this. It was a big order I made, right? I didn't order M.O.B by itself. I think I ordered it with like some other tapes like J.R. Ryder Volume, because a lot of this is what happened, man. Dipsetmixtapes.com, Mixed Unit, like especially Dipset, they did this before anybody. No one else did this, to my knowledge. You get a mixtape from like the bootleg spot, like the spot I go to. It's fucking not Photoshop, photocopied from the original shit, right? So it's fucking grainy. The track list is grainy. The CD is shit, right? CDR, obviously. It's a CDR anyway when you get it from Mixed Unit 2. But what's crazy about Dipset, they had booklets, like real albums. You know what I'm saying? You open that shit like a fucking booklet. Amazing. So I go on Mixed Unit and I order M.O.B with some other joints. And Mixed Unit was from Connecticut, so they FedExed it to me. And I'm on the phone, like confirming my order to see when it's coming. I called, and dude on the phone was like, "Yo, the M.O.B," like he's ready to see my order. He's like, "Yo, the M.O.B is fire. I'm playing that shit." It was so dope. I'll never forget that. And I told him, "Yeah, my man's played it for me." Mind you, I don't have a computer yet. You know what I'm saying? So when this package touched down, I was fucking ecstatic. I think it was like Writer's Block 2, some other Dipset tapes, but M.O.B was the main course, right? So when I got that fucking CD, put it in the stereo, I played it the whole fucking summer, bro. And I'll say it right now. Jim Jones Presents Members of Byrdgang is my favorite mixtape of all time. Absolutely. It's my favorite mixtape ever, bro. Straight up. Now, the members of Byrdgang, you got Jim Jones, of course, from the Diplomats, Dipset all day, right? You got Max B, who he just acquired the year prior in 05. Max B was a different breed. He can sing, he can rap. He was crooning. Niggas wasn't rapping like Max. Max had his own style. Max B is one of the most unique MCs of all time. Then you had this nigga from Brooklyn, blood nigga, Mel Matrix, right? And to round it out, Stack Bundles. Later on, the niggas on the album, the mixtape too, his name's Noe, N-O-E. He sounds like Jay-Z. He's from Washington, D.C., I think. Nigga has dreadlocks and shit. That nigga, he's dope. But the main four is Jim Jones, Max B, Stack Bundles, Mel Matrix. Out the gate, the tape starts off dope, but Jim talking shit on the intro. Jim Jones, one of the illest shit talkers in New York, Then you get Reppin' Time. Reppin' Time was crazy. Like, Reppin' Time was on motherfucking the next album, the 2006 album. It's his fucking third album, which is a masterpiece in my eyes. Hustler's Palm, POME, Hustler's POME, Product of My Environment. That came out November 06, I want to say. So this is like summer 06. Reppin' Time was already old by the time the album came out, but still fire, right? Amazing. Superstars was fly, Max killing that chorus. Fuck With You was crazy. You got Max on there. You Dig is one of my favorite songs, Stack Bundles and Jimmy. Stack killed that shit. Stepping Out, Looking All Harlemish. Fire. Credibility was crazy. Credibility was on like this, Max B, that $1 Million Baby Radio. It was on that motherfucker. It was also on, the Big Mike and Max tape, the first one ever, the first public domain tape. It was on that, and it was on like the Gangsta Grills, the 7-Day Theory, the Jim Jones. So Credibility is a huge song. That Byrdgang on these bitches, hit a bang on these snitches. That shit is so good, nigga. You gay? Max was killing that. My favorite song on the tape is "Life's Like a Movie," man. Jim Jones, Stack Bundles, Mel, and Max. But life's like a movie. Oh my shit is beautiful, my nigga. Max on them choruses, bro. Then Refreshing, amazing song. Do Bad by Myself is on here. So yeah, so much shit on here. That Chalk Line, fucking fire. Chalk Line got that nigga Rel, I think it is. From Rockefeller. He's on the chorus singing. So fucking good. Then they got Don't Forget About Me, but you only get a snippet of that, like 1 minute and 6 seconds. That was on Hustler's Palm as well. This is also the mixtape where I first heard We Fly High. Now I knew We Fly High was going to be huge, you know what I'm saying? That was the first single off Hustler's Palm, Crazy shit, bro. I love We Fly High. Then they got niggas out not even on Byrdgang on here. One track, he got J.R. Ryder and Jaja. Jaja was signed to Byrdgang, no, but she wasn't part of like M.O.B, like that main clique. And yeah, but what I'm gonna do in these Mixtape Mondays is pick my top 3 tracks. Okay, now my top 3 tracks off members of Byrdgang. This is my favorite mixtape of all time, y'all. Straight out the gate. That's why it's episode number 1. I got Life's Like a Movie. That's number 1. That shit's incredible, right? Then I gotta go with Credibility, and then the third track I will go with. It's just fucking hard. I go with that Refreshing. So, Life's Like a Movie. Credibility and Refreshing. Just so fucking good. And that's a 3-track run. Credibility, Life's Like a Movie, and Refreshing plays after another, and that's just incredible. Like Stack Bundles did his thing. He felt like a glove with Byrdgang. Max, Stack, Jim, Mel Matrix are just ultimate fucking crew. And it's so sad. Like, imagine if fucking Stack Bundles didn't die. Max didn't get locked up, fell out with Jim. Mel Matrix didn't get locked up with that 6ix9ine fiasco with Shoddy and all them Treyway niggas. Imagine if that never happened and these niggas put out an album with just those 4. It'd be a 5-mic classic. Imagine an album, a studio album of Byrdgang. I swear to God, at this point, 06 to 08, right? I was fucking with Byrdgang more than the regular Dipset shit. Because you gotta remember, Camera, it's the whole True Life beef era. When True Life was going at niggas' necks. And Cam wasn't fucking with Jim like that. So Hell Rel was doing his own shit. I love Hell Rel. Before niggas was chasing him out fucking Chinese restaurants and shit. But Hell Rel was killing it. And J.R. Ryder, 40 Cal, right? They were killing it. But Byrdgang was my favorite shit between that. Because Max B was my shit. Probably my favorite rapper at that point, probably, man. In that era, forget about it. That mixtape era, that Dipset Byrdgang era, nigga. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about members of Byrdgang. This is my favorite mixtape of all time. Now, members of Byrdgang 2 dropped 07, early 08, I want to say. And that I'll be doing that too. Okay, that's going to be a future episode, straight up, because that shit is fucking bananas. That tape is fucking nuts too. They're both 5-mic classics, if you ask me. But the first members of Byrdgang from 2006 is my favorite mixtape of all time. Flat out, period. Number 1 with a bullet. Me personally, I'm not saying it's the greatest mixtape of all time. Y'all niggas have your own opinions. But members of Byrdgang M.O.B is my favorite mixtape of all time. I can't even stress how special this mixtape is to me. Like the memories with this tape. Like chilling with my nigga Ray. You know what I'm saying? Going to the Swansea Mall. Getting a new album. When he gets a new pair of kicks or something. Smoking blunt after blunt listening to this tape. Chilling with my Uncle Martin playing SmackDown vs. Raw 07. Playing this tape. Like this tape means a lot to me. That Life's Like a Movie. So fucking good. And about this mixtape, they rap on some like industry beats like the Dog Pound, New York, New York, and Lil Wayne, Money on My Mind, or Stack Bundles Bodies. But for the most part, this is like real music. This is official material. You know what I'm saying? Their own production, and it's just flawless. The song Prolific too. Those guitars in there, fucking amazing. Yeah, this album, well, mixtape. It's like an album, right? This mixtape is 5 mics, top 3 songs. I got that. Life's like a movie, that credibility, and that refreshing. This mixtape is crazy. Jim Jones, Max B, Stack Bundles, Mel Matrix. And what a time to drop this, because Max B is getting out in April, man. I'm so fucking happy. It better happen. I think it's gonna happen. I really do, because Max said it. They did a fucking Spotify did an audio documentary where they did the whole trial. The whole trial is like 5 episodes, about a half an hour and change each episode, 40 minutes each episode, somewhere around that. And it's amazing. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, man. It was great. And that got me in the mood to just listen to a lot of Max B, you know what I'm saying? And also, Jim Jones on Queensflip recently. He's talking about Stack Bundles and Max. Jim Jones, it's crazy. I know the beef with Max B is crazy, right? I'll talk about that later on in the series, you know? But with Max B and Jimmy, that's some of my favorite rap beef ever. It was amazing, right? Funny shit. Max won that. Jimmy wasn't putting out good music at the time. He was having that nigga Sin, who I never liked. He would be on like on a Dipset mixtapes with some other bum ass nigga. Ash and Sin. I think that was their name. They have 2 whack rappers. I think that was. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But Sin would like for instance, Harlem's American Gangster, which is an amazing mixtape, right? Max was killing that shit. When the retail version came out, he deleted Max and had Sin do all Max's parts, trying to sing like Max. Not a good time. Now, I'll be honest, I do like pre Max B and Stack Bundles era Jim, especially like now. But even back then, like Pray for Rain is a really good album. I will say that. I love Pray for Rain. Came out 2009. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make is Max B, just a whole different breed. And oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Max B should have got forgiven by Jim Jones. He forgave French Montana. That's crazy. He's cool with French now. They make songs together and everything. And French talked a lot of shit about Jim. They were beefing heavy, right? But he can't forgive Max. I think because Max probably really fucked Chrissy or something. Who knows? But it's crazy. I wish that if them niggas squashed it and did music again, oh my god, it'd be fucking incredible. It would be fantastic. But I don't know if it will ever happen. But can't wait till Max B gets home in April. Jim Jones still doing his thing. Jimmy's still my favorite member of Dipset of all time. I'm a big Jim Jones fan. You will see that on this series. This ain't the last Dipset related fucking product coming out on this fucking Mixtape Monday series. I got more, man. Got more. But yo, members of Byrdgang, you never heard it. It's on Spotify. A lot of these mixtapes that I'll be doing is not going to be on streaming. But it's on Spotify, Apple Music, I believe Tidal. It even had like an official CD release where they changed the cover. I didn't like it. I think Max, Mel Matrix, and Stack is the same, but got Jimmy counting money on it. It looks weird. But the logo was still there and shit like that. But yeah, members of Byrdgang, 2006. Amazing tape. Amazing songs. 22 tracks. Incredible. Got it from Mix Unit. I'll never forget that. I still got the CD. Now, I was going to go on camera and show the CD, but I like to be consistent because a lot of these mixes I'll be doing, I don't have hard copies of. I have the digital download. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, M.O.B, members of Byrdgang, it's on Spotify. It's on fucking streaming, so definitely listen to it. It's insane. It's incredible, man. It's such a good tape, and it's so sad what happened to Byrdgang. Jimmy's the last man standing, if you think about it, because Max locked up. He almost did 75. Thank God he coming home in April, you know. Mel Matrix, I think he got life. I don't know how long Mel got, you know. And then Stack Bundles passed away. It's so fucked up. Imagine if Byrdgang had a studio album. Like I said, it would have been a 5 mic classic. But that being said, Mixtape Mondays, episode 1. Jim Jones Presents M.O.B, members of Byrdgang. Had blast talking about this. So next Monday, what would it be? Have to wait and find out, y'all. Till next time, Mike Sears signing off. Speak your clout. Bong. Peace.